Hello, welcome to day 11 of learning to read Chinese. And today, we're hoping to finish the chapter on history. So we're going to start here with Ya. Ya, this is the word for crow. And it also means black because crows are black. And together with the pian, which is a flat, thin piece, slice, flake, tablet section, like a flat section of something. Ya pian means opium. Pian, this also has another reading, pian. And pian means film, like if you're showing a film or you're making a film is pai pians and stuff like that. A film like a movie, not film like the actual strip. Ya pian is opium. Zhen. Zhen means battle, war, warfare, or fight. This one should have an interesting picture. These are, on the right, it represents a weapon. On the left, originally, you see this is in the traditional character. That's a chariot. And riding into battle with your weapons on. Zheng means to strive, argue, dispute, struggle, or compete. So 战争 refers to battles or wars. And together, 鸦片战争 is the Opium War in the 1840s when the British sold vast amounts of opium into China to get everyone addicted to drugs and destroy the economy. Ying means hero, essence, or the best part. Refers to gods and deities. And this is also the word very generously used for England. England is called Yingguo. Zhen. This zhen means to occupy or capture by force, like a military occupation. And it has another reading, zhen, which is like for divination or peeking into the future. Xiang means fragrant, savory, or appetizing. That's the main meaning of it. Things that smell good and are tasty. Gang is a port or a harbor. But Xianggang, yeah, see, gang, this has water on the side. Xianggang is Hong Kong. So Yingzhen Xianggang refers to when the British occupied Hong Kong, which was for like a good 150 or so years, which was after they ruined the Chinese economy by getting everyone addicted to opium. And China, after they banned opium and destroyed like some millions of kilograms of it publicly and driving the British out. But despite that, the Qing dynasty, which was in power at the time, was so
the Qing dynasty at that time was too weak.
Because the Qing dynasty didn't have the strength to back up the people's rebellion, so they kind of just gave up and made a lot of concessions to the British government and China basically became a semi-feudal, semi-colonial entity under a lot of control from Britain. And Hong Kong, the administration of Hong Kong only was turned back over to China in 1997. So it was a long time. Ooh, it's the... Can you explain what the heavenly stems are? There's like there's 10 heavenly stems and 12 earthly branches. This is kind of in like Chinese astrology, the way that time and cycles of time are divided, including the hours of the day, or months of the year, or years in an age. Because if you put the 10 and 12 together, but the year cycles, I think, are 60 years. You put together one word for the... You go in sequence, right? So, how do you explain this?
Well, this is the least common multiple.
Least common multiple?
Yeah, it's 60.
What?
Well,
yeah, well, the least common multiple of 10 and 12 is 60.
Yeah.
But it's combinations of one of the heavenly stems with one of the earthly branches.
It's combinations.
Which are used to as the official names of a year. So this... See if this is the 5th of the 10 heavenly stems and this is the 11th of the 12 earthly branches. Now, it refers to a year. And in the next line, Xinghai is also a year. Xu is 1898. Wait means to tie up, hold together, or maintain. So, like wait is to maintain something in the condition or the behavior or the function that it has. Originally, the original meaning of this character was a fiber or a cord. So this, on the left, this radical refers to things that are like ropes and strings. If you come here, this is I guess being used to tie a bird's feet when capturing it. Xing means new, and also these related things like fresh or original or beginning or recently. Xing. So here this 物是维新. 戊戌维新 is a political reform movement that happened in 1898, which was after the Qing dynasty's government was defeated by Japan, and everything was in a really bad state. So they tried to They tried to make some committees to implement reforms, but the remnants of the imperial government were very opposed to it, and kind of a lot of people died, and it didn't really last despite the efforts towards reform.
Yeah, it's only last 100 days.
Yeah, it was 100 days, this reform movement. 社 is society or an agency, like an agency or a bureau that looks after certain affairs. Originally it referred to a god of land, but nowadays we use it for society's agency. 会 is means assemble or meet together or meeting, or an assembly as a noun. It also is used as certainly or definitely will for things that will happen or that you will do, things like that. And this has another reading, quite. This only refers to accounting and accountants in the word 会计. The vast majority of the time it reads 会. This is a very common word. 改 means to change, correct, revise, adapt, modify, or reform. 良 means good and honest, fine, nice, kind, very good. Oh, why does this look like that? Just fix it. But like, basically, good, honest, and honorable, fine things. Quality. 新 wait, hold on. This is the end of the line. 社会改良. So this goes together. This is that 100 days reform movement that ended poorly. 新 refers to a spicy or pungent flavor, like raw garlic, or like seafood, like raw meat. Certain types have that kind of pungent odor. It's called 新. It is also used for hard work, like things that are laborious, arduous, or painful. And it is also the name of the 8th of the 10 heavenly stems. So in this context, like what I said earlier about the heavenly stems and the earthly branches, they're used as names for the cycles of years. So this 辛亥 is another year. That's 1911. Hai is the last of the 12 earthly branches, and also refers to the pig of the zodiac. See, there's 12 of these, so they correspond to the 12 animals in the Chinese zodiac. Xinhai is the year 1911. Ge means to change or remove from office or expel. Originally it had the meaning of leather or an animal hide. I'm not really sure how that meaning changed to this, but this is the meaning that we use it for now. Ming means destiny or your lot or fate. It also means life, as in like a life force or life existence, lifetime. Order, this is order as in like a command. Nominate or use. But in this word Geming means a revolution. So Xinhai Geming is the revolution of 1911. Sun means a grandson or granddaughter or other relatives of that generation. It refers to descendants or the second growth of plants. But this is also a rather common family name. And in this context, it's referring to a guy. Sun Wen is the guy's name. Wen means writing or literary things like literary composition or literary talents or literary language. refers to virtue also, because it's kind of being well read is highly closely associated with being virtuous, or being cultured. Wen is also used for documents, records, things like that. In terms of mild and gentle, this is like wen yi, right? Fine and good. These are kind of like wenjing. Descriptors that you would use to describe people who are like well-mannered, basically. But this here refers to a man in history who is named Sun Wen. Si means to think, consider, long for, or lament. Refers to thoughts and plots and plans. That's kind of interesting. Isn't this is a field and a heart? Or this is actually, in this context, this is not a field. This is a head, apparently. Yeah, see, here it says that, here this, the top part of this word, even though it looks like the word for field, tian, it's actually not.
Yeah, the original word, the character has a little hair on the top.
Yeah, this is actually a little head with hair on it. And the bottom is a heart. So it's like the head and the heart, because that's what people used to say that you think with. Xiang. See, this one also has the little heart in it. And the top is xiang, which is for the sound. Xiang, yeah. Xiang means think or miss, as in like, you're thinking of someone, you miss them. It means ponder, hope, want, anticipate, things like that. So si is more about like deep thought and considering things. And xiang is used more generally for anything that you think about. It also refers to if you believe something or if you consider it to be true. Xiang is also used for that. 思想 together is a compound word. It refers to thought as like a noun, like a Sun Wen 思想 here would be like the school of thought that was originated by Sun Wen. So this 辛亥革命 Sun Wen 思想 is that Sun Wen's school of thought originated. It was the basis for the revolution of 1911. And this was the first revolutionary group in China that had the intention of setting up a republic. So where previously it was an imperial feudal society, wanting to restore the nation to a state of relative stability and also giving more equal power to the people. And this happened as a result of the Qing government, which was, I guess, still hanging on to its last legs. The Qing government sold the right to build railways to a private industry. And this really upset pretty much everyone. So after that, the Qing government wasn't able to continue existing anymore. And then Sun Wen set up all these provincial congresses and a provisional government after the Qing emperor was forced to abdicate. But this revolution ended up failing also. Because
there was a guy called
it sounds really bad. There's like really irritating high-pitched noises over there.
Yeah, 这个是因为我电话可能跟着紧张，我把那电话拿来离远一点。就是有一个 guy 叫做袁世凯，对，他就是想自己要复辟，就是他不要搞 republic， 他想自己做皇帝。
There's always a guy like that. Yuan Shikai, who I guess he was like a wealthy guy who owned land and thought that if they made a republic that he couldn't be a wealthy guy who owned land and had a lot of power anymore. So he wanted to be the emperor. And I mean, he didn't exactly succeed, but he caused enough, he wrecked enough plans that the republic also wasn't established. So then the people who organized that 1911 revolution ended up having to well, no, that was later.
After that, they have to form the army again to take down this Yuan Shikai guy, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, eventually they established.
Well, because they organized their Republican party in order to take down the remnants of the Qing dynasty, and then after that, it sort of dissolved. But then there was this guy Yuan Shikai, and they had to deal with him. Oh, my mouse fell on the ground. Okay, we're back. But they reorganized the party into the Kuomintang. That was some years later. I'm a little confused about the timeline.
Keep going.
Okay, I guess we'll just keep going then. Sorry, I'm not actually very familiar with the history content. Lian? Lian means to join, link, or unite. It also refers to contact, like you contact somebody by phone or mail or whatever. 联系 is contact. Relate, like if you relate two things to each other, is also 联. Meng refers to alliance. So 联盟 together refers to an alliance, like an alliance between parties or countries or such like that. Kang means resist, combat, fight, defy, or contend with. Those are the main meanings of it. War is an old name for Japan. This is so 联盟抗倭 refers to the way that all the opposing parties that existed in China in the 19th 30s when Japan invaded. Specifically the Kuomintang, which was the revitalization of the Revolutionary Party, the initial one that overthrew the dynasty, and the Communist Party, which were at odds, but they made an alliance to resist the Japanese invasion. Guo is the word for a state, country, or nation. And in Chinese, when you say guo, this is as an adjective, it's pretty much used to refer to things related to China. So if you say guoyou, those are things that China has, or if you say guochan, those are things that China makes, and things like that. Gong means together with. It means the sum total of everything. It also means to share. Liang means two. It means both, or pair, or a couple. So by a couple, it also has the same meaning that a couple has in English when you say like an indefinite number of things. Like, just try hitting it a couple times. You're not actually saying like 2 times. You're saying like some indefinite number of times. Liang is also used for that. Dang means a clique, faction, or a political party. Those are the main meanings that we use. So 国共两党 refers to the fact that at the time there were 2 main parties that existed in China. So this altogether, 联盟抗倭国共两党 refers to the way that the Kuomintang and the Communist Party came together to fight the Japanese. Ding means a stable, smooth, steady, quiet, fixed. It also refers to determine or conclude or certainly. Something you are certain about is like 一定. The number 1. Ding. Du, when it's read like that, means a capital or a head or an official. So capital, like a capital city. It also has another reading, which is very common. Do means all even or already. So you say like, oh, do. Like if you say you had guests coming over in half an hour and you hadn't cooked dinner, then you'd say like, oh, do 5点半了. Like it's already 5:30. And how haven't you done anything? Or do is for all. Like we all like to eat pizza or whatever. Then you'd say 我们都喜欢. Right. Jing is used in a lot of place names like Beijing, Nanjing, Dongjing. So Beijing, is the capital of China now. But the Beijing, the capital of Beijing was established as the capital city by the Communist Party in 1949. This also has some other meanings of like big huge things. Like whale is 金鱼. Shi means a teacher, a master, or a specialist. It also means army troops, but usually we use it for master teachers, people who are the best of the best, highly skilled in their field. But here in the context, 定都京师, 京师 was the old name for Beijing, the city. So this refers to when they established the capital of China, of the capital of the People's Republic in China in Beijing. 人 means human being, a person, and this is what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to be, oh jeez, what an ugly ad. It's supposed to be a picture of a person. Here's his legs, his arms. Now it looks more like 2 legs than the legs and the arms, but that's just because over time it got abstracted into near symmetry. But 人 means person. 民 refers to the common people, or all of mankind, the folk. So like if you say folk costumes or folk music, you also use 民. 人民 here refers to like all the people in the nation collectively. 解 means to dissect, split, separate, untie. It also refers to understand or know something. If you think about it, that kind of makes sense, because like if you loosen a knot and untie it, then it becomes clear. Or if you dissect something and you understand its component parts. Fang means to free or release or let go, let out, expand. Fang is also used for showing a film, like 放电影, 放片子. Oh yeah, because we had 片子 before. But generally this means to let go and free, release. So 解放. If this is to untie and loosen, and this is to free and release, then you can understand that 解放 as a compound word means like emancipation. So this 人民解放 refers to the final revolution that established the People's Republic and freed the people of China from all this madness of like the dynastic rule and the last feudal landlords and the British occupation and the Japanese invasion, all that stuff. At this point, finally free with the new capital. So that's in this chapter on history, that's about 5,000 years of Chinese history contained in these lines, which you can learn more about that I'm not able to explain in detail, but that's kind of the magic of this curriculum, is that it really contains a lot, that it will direct you to study further if you want to, and if you don't want to, then you can just memorize all the characters separately.
Zheng, yin, xiang, wu, 战 虚 良 改 会 孙 抗 思 共 国 党 诗 人 民 放 会
Oops.
两 害 二 盐让起伤虫组太粉轮送陈习
Yeah, at some point you want to practice everything that you've learned. Next time is the lesson on politics. But for now, we are finished the one on history. And if there's some of the stream replays that aren't on the channel, it's because I wasn't happy with them and I wanted to redo it. Like when I was editing, I realized it was pretty incoherent, so I wanted to re-record one of them, and that's why they're not up. But this weekend, I'll try to get that. I guess just practice on your own and get all those stats filled. And that's it from me until tomorrow. Goodbye.